Hello everybody. So we got a bunch of peaches from my mom, and so what I want to do is cut them up and put them in the freezer because I'm positive that I will not be able to eat them all in a quick enough amount of time, and I love to use them for lemonades and other things. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut them all up and we're gonna put them in the freezer, and we're gonna watch Moana as we do it. Hello everybody. So we are going to get some Chipotle because I always go to the same place all the time because Chipotle is like, I can always eat it. It always sounds good, and like it doesn't make me feel like crap after I've eaten it. So we're gonna get some chicken and black beans because we need some fiber today. I want to talk to you about Tuesday, and I think that I've told you this before, but I do not enjoy Tuesdays. I usually wake up to at least one phone call, if not more than one phone call. Granted, I sleep in pretty late because I stay up late and work, so I sleep in. But Tuesdays is usually always the day that people call me for some reason. Call me and text me in the morning, want to know something, need to have a question, need to tell me things. And then I get up and I check my emails, and then it's just like tons of emails from people. And I get a lot of emails, but not usually from like real people. But other than my bosses, and my bosses don't even email me that often, but always on Tuesday I get emails from my bosses. Today I got emails from people I haven't heard of in months. I also got an email from someone I've never heard of before asking me questions about work. I have never, I get so many emails and things that come in on Tuesday that people want things for. Like, what is that? Not Monday, not Wednesday, Tuesday. Always on Tuesday. Like, part of me just thinks that my holiday or my weekend should be like Sunday, Monday, because no one ever calls me on Monday. No one wants to talk to me on Monday. No one wants anything to do with me on Monday. But on Tuesday, everyone needs to call me. Everyone needs to email me. Everything needs to happen that day. What is it about this day? I'm not even like mad that people want to contact me. Like, that's just how work is. Work is work. People got to get stuff done, and I got to be a part of that, and I want to make money too. So I'm not even like upset about it. It's just like, there's something about today. Like, why is it Tuesday? Like, it still baffles my mind. Like, I can't figure it out. It's just every Tuesday is just a much more overwhelming day than all the other days. And when I get to the end of it, I'm like, oh, I'm glad Tuesday's over, because that was a lot. It was a lot to process and a lot to take in, and I don't know what it is, but it's like every single time it's on Tuesday. Question: how has God answered your prayers, good or bad? Yes. Oh gosh, now I have to think of one too. How has God answered my prayers? I think that I'm gonna say it's not bad, but I think God answered my prayers with a no. And I think it's been good, even though it's hard, which is probably being single. Like, I think I prayed a really long time for many, many years about like who I was going to be with, if I was ever going to be with someone, for God to put someone in my life, you know, like that kind of a thing. And I think his answer was no, for now anyway. I don't know, maybe eventually it won't be no, but I think it was no for that time, obviously. And I never got angry about it. I mean, there were times where like I liked someone and I would get sad about them not liking me back, but it was never like I need to be with someone, I can't be alone. It was never like that kind of a mad. And I still don't really get mad, and I don't really pray about that anymore because I know what the answer is, like, and so I think that's an answer, is that, but I don't think it's bad. Like, I think a lot of people look at that as like something that like, oh, that's sad, like why, you know, this, that, and the other, but I don't look at it as sad because like I still look at it as an answer. Like, I asked God for something, I asked him about something, and I wanted to know what it was, and I know what it was, obviously, for now. Maybe someday, but I'm not in that space anymore where I feel like I have to ask him all the time and I have to know. I'm not really concerned about it. And so I think he's answered it in that way too, where he's made me content with my life circumstance. So this is what he wants for me, and I'm content with that. So that's an answer to that prayer, because I'm not constantly asking him about it or worrying about it or questioning him, like, is this what you wanted for me? I'm not really, doesn't matter to me one way or the other. If I'm single till I die, I'll be totally fine with that. I'll be a happy person. That sounds like I'm not fine with it, but I really am. Like, I'm content with that, because I just, that's how I've lived my whole life. So I'm not concerned or worried or wondering about it all the time. And I'm happy being me, so I'm like okay with it. And so I think that's an answer to prayer, you know. And then maybe one day he'll answer it even more and something else will happen, or maybe it'll stay that way. And that means my answer, I was still answered, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't say that it's a bad thing, even though the answer is probably what most people would consider to be bad or negative or not what you wanted or whatever, you know. So I think that's probably the biggest one for me, the biggest, like, God answered that prayer for me over a very long period of time, absolutely not instantly. And and he made me content over time, which is really cool, to be honest. I mean, if I was still that person who was like constantly thinking about it, constantly worried about it, always like sad about it and depressed, and like, I think it would be one of two things. That would mean that God hadn't answered my prayer yet, or it would mean that I wasn't happy with God's answer. And so I am like going against him. But instead of those things happening, he made me content with the answer, which is pretty cool. That's a really good, that's a really great answer to get from God, is contentment. Hello everybody. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this box right here. One of the things I've been wanting to do is clean out this box. This is a very old product and it's out of date, so I'm throwing it in the trash. This is also extremely old. It's so gross. And guess what I'm gonna do with it? I'm going to toss it. People say you're supposed to get rid of mascara every 6 months. Am I supposed to use this twice and throw it out? These are the eyeshadows I own. This is gross. This pot should be clear all the way through, and it's not, so then I'm gonna toss that as well. It's like a pencil. It is so bright. And lastly, my brushes. I really need to get new brushes. This right here is a MAC brush, of which I will not get rid of this. This brush cost me $20 and I don't need them anymore, so I'm just gonna toss them. Guys, so this is amazing. Look at this. Like, that's all we needed. Hello everybody, I just wanted to show you what I got from Home Goods. I got myself a diffuser. So we're doing a little unboxing of my little essential oils diffuser. She like put this in there. There's some sticks. This is what I also got at Home Goods, and it was $10 for all 5. Eucalyptus, lavender, sweet orange, peppermint, and tea tree. It's like a little spice rack, but for essential oils. Whoa, 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 that's strong. So I'm just gonna have to figure out how this works. Wow, fancy. I don't see a light. I don't know if it's supposed to have one. Maybe not. We connected it over there, so hopefully that works for now. I'll just have to keep you updated as to how well it works. I wish I could get it in action, but it's not doing anything at the moment. Okay, you guys ready? Jenny, you ready to introduce? No, just
This isn't my video, I don't have to.
Nope.
How's it feel?
The tables have turned. Just have done it before. Hello everybody, welcome back. We're here for another, I forgot what it's called. Oh, When We Try To.
It's not just me. That's what happens when you're the editor. You get to take all that.
Right, exactly.
Nobody ever knows.
Today we're doing another When We Try To DIY, and I thought it would be fun to make gummy bears. Each of us are going to make a different kind of gummy bear, which is the best part. Whoa!
I want to do one.
That's so satisfying.
Of course.
Woo! That is pretty cool.
They're so cute. They're little whittles. Oh. And when you first started, I was going to correct you because I was like, you're making jelly beans.
No, we're not making those.
No, we're not.